What's good, family? In today's video we're going to be breaking down gold. So guys, let's get straight into it. I'm not here to talk about this entry right here. I'm actually here to talk about this one here. And what I wanted to show you guys first of all is that after this massive drop that it did, I really wanted it to take out some liquidity. There was equal lows down here, but it said, you know what, hell no, man's not taking that right now. So I believe some brokers actually dipped just beneath here. Okay, so some brokers actually dipped beneath here. So let me quickly zoom in. There we go. Some brokers actually dipped right to it. Some brokers dipped beneath. Some brokers dipped all the way down, into this area over here. And the other brokers, actually dipped right to the T. So if I just screw on over to the right now, you can see what's going on with gold. You can see gold had literally run out sell side liquidity, run out money to the bottom side. So there's going to be money beneath all these lows, as you can see. I've got an Apple mouse now, so I'm just trying to get used to it. So it just keeps zooming in. But anyway, what I wanted to show you guys is, it's run out liquidity. There was money beneath here. There was liquidity down here. There was stop losses down here. And so they've run that out. They also run out this liquidity to the bottom side. And so now we've run out this liquidity. Price is now pushing higher. And so now let's look at this right here. Let's look at this little price action over here. Like I said, I'm not here to talk about this move. I'm here to talk about this one right here. One thing I wanted to show all of you was that gold had created triple highs. And you guys know what's above triple highs. There's going to be liquidity up here. There's going to be stop losses up here. This is a liquidity pool. So in other words, what happened when they created these triple highs is that the opinion being created was that this is a very strong zone. Okay, this is a very strong resistance zone. And you know what happens at the zone. Whenever price taps into it more than once, more retail normally jump in with sells. And obviously if they did, they would have ate, a really good piece, as you can see, if they held anyway. And so this was a very, very strong sell signal to retail. But you know what we do? We don't use these as signals to sell. We target that because we target the liquidity. We target where you would most likely be placing your stop loss. And so right here, as you can see, it's created like a resistance zone. You know what's going to happen when price comes here again. What people are going to do is they're going to jump in with more sells. But right now we are going to be looking to trade through that. And I always say this all the time. You have to always look for what they're reaching for above the equal highs or beneath the equal lows. You have to always ask yourself, what on earth are they reaching for? And so what on earth are they reaching for? What could they use to reverse price? What could they, if, for example, let's just say if they did want to attack these equal lows that, they, happen not to attack, as you can see, look how close it was. It was so close. It was like crazy close. So if they do want to actually come and attack these lows over here, what would they use to reverse price? And there was two potential plays that I was just running my mentees through. And so the first one was on a 1 hour time frame. So on a 1 hour time frame, we saw this 1 hour bearish order block that they could use to reverse price. What I liked about this, and this was the reason I actually closed out this little buy trade here, is because over here, what do you see? You see another retail support zone. Okay, and so you have to think about, it's always about the opinion. What kind of opinion is being created? So if retail see that their price is rejecting off of this level so many different times, the more it rejects, they believe that the stronger the zone is. But really and truly, the more it rejects, the more opinions of buys are created. And when more opinions of buys are created, then more buys are placed into the market. So in other words, there's tons of money down here. So this is why they ran it out with so much force. And so what I wanted to bring you to was this 1 hour order block. The importance of this was because when price came to this support zone for retail, again, when the price came to the zone over here, it rejected. And so this rejection, let me just zoom in a bit more. This rejection right here is another bullish sign to buy gold. And so what retail want is when it comes to a zone, then you get the early birds, who just jump in straight when it hits the zone, and then you get the people who are a bit more reserved. So these people here would have been the people who are a bit more reserved right here. When price got here and rejected, this would have been a buy signal or a buy sign. All retail would have been jumping into buys, and what they would have targeted was the highs. Yeah, because they would target the next zone. What would they have done? They would have put their stop loss beneath here. And so they ran that out. This is the order block over here that tricked retail into going long. Okay, and so this is why I was targeting this order block. And what I was telling my mentees was that once it gets to this order block, we're going to either take partials or we're going to close the trade. If it beats this order block, then I'm instantly going to these triple highs over here. So let me just delete that. I'm instantly going to these triple highs because there's going to be money above here. When price tapped this area a few times, stop losses were placed in this area here. Another thing just to run you guys through as well. So what I was saying to them is how they respond to this 1 hour order block is how we're going to take gold going forward. So what I was saying was that, look what's happened. We identified the last down close candle before this up move that broke structure to the upside. As you can see, this structure, this high was broken. Oh, let me quickly zoom in a little bit. This high was broken. okay, with this last down close candle that produced the bullish move. And so this one is highly important. And so how they responded to this determined what we did going forward. And so what I like to see as well, there was a little bit of a Wyckoff accumulation or reaccumulation. So this is what they were doing. So they were manipulating the lows whilst consolidating. Manipulating the lows whilst consolidating. They manipulated this low by running beyond it. They manipulated that low by running beyond that. And they manipulated this one running into our last down close candle. If you don't know about the last down close candle, watch my institutional candle series. It will break down this and it will break down institutional candles for you as well. So what I liked about that one was that it traded into the last down close candle, as you can see, traded into it, and then it began to push up. So in other words, what they were doing was that they weren't just rejecting away. You know, if I saw like a harsh rejection away, I would have been like, okay, cool, maybe we could be trying to attack these lows again, these equal lows. And there's more equal lows to the left, I just haven't shown it. There's more equal lows to the left. Let me just 4-hour time frame this thing. Boom, where is it? There, equal lows right here. And so there was more equal lows. When they come to attack this one, they should come and attack that and potentially trade into one of these last down close candles. Just a quick interruption in the video. If you are getting value from this video, definitely subscribe to the channel. Let's get this channel to 20,000 subscribers in 2 weeks. Also, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. Let's try and get this video to 400 likes. So like I was saying, how they respond to this order block was what I was going to do. If I saw a harsh rejection breaking beneath a last down close candle, I would have targeted all of these last down close candles. But what we saw was a reaccumulation. So what's happening here is that once again, what's the opinion being created? The opinion being created is that this is now turned, support has turned now into resistance. And so once it taps into the zone multiple times, what opinion is being thrown out there is that now this is a strong resistance zone, and so get your sells in. But we know for every single seller there must be a buyer. And so what I was telling my mentees is that you see how they're accumulating here, they're accumulating orders here. You need to be the counterparty to the opinion being created. And so if the opinion being created is that there's going to be some sells jumping into this thing, so you want to be the counterparty, you want to be on the opposite end, you want to be the person buying and they want to be the person selling. So this is when they're accumulating orders. I believe I was in another trade from the last down close candle, but yeah, just not on. This is my other chart. Anyway, you want to be jumping into buys when they're looking to sell. So you want to be buying when they're selling. Simple as that, right? You want to be that, you know, the counterparty to the retail opinion. And so look what's happened. That they burst through this range. So this is retail get done so dirty sometimes, and it's not even a laughing thing. It's just that, like, look, this is why support and resistance don't work. This is why you should stop trading it if you are trading support and resistance. Obviously, you're going to get some wins here and there as well. If you're winning with support and resistance, keep it 100, keep doing your thing. But me, this has never worked, okay? It's worked sometimes, but you be losing right there. How I caught this entry here, so just a quick one. Let me just quickly go down to the, I believe it's the 1 minute time frame. This is what I saw. And by the way, I do have this week and day separator indicator on. I might do a video on the only indicators I use. One of my mentees told me about this, and you know, it's just been a blessing. It saved me so much time, you know, but it doesn't really matter right now, okay? Yeah, don't start blasting me for this still. I don't need it, but if it saves me time, I might as well use it, right? So yeah, cool. So what I wanted to see, this was that line for the last down close candle, I believe. I saw an impulsive move away. This impulsive move away, what I was waiting for is that when price started trading lower, I wanted to see a break of structure to the upside. So you see this high over here? And so as I've zoomed in now, you can see this is the high that I wanted to be beaten. This high here ran the lows, equal lows, as you can see. So let me just bring this up. There we go. So this high ran the equal lows that were resting up beneath here, and then they traded higher. So in other words, it was the last down close candle play that ran liquidity, and then they broke straight above it. It was bullish straight after. And so when price returned back to it, specifically this candlestick right here, so this is where I jumped in, and you know, you just allow them to mitigate the institutional candle. They can do that multiple times and then take off. And so this is the move that we have right now. We just wanted to see this level, or let me go back to the 1 hour time frame. We wanted to see this area violated. This is what we wanted to see, and we've got that now. Okay, we've got that now. But the most probable place that it could get to, because you know, a lot of people like just to hold and they don't really know where price is going. Okay, so this is already a blessed move, just letting you know. So let's just double check the pips on this. So there to there, we're talking about, it's gone up 240 pips already, so it's already blessed. And what I am going to do is, if you do want me to drop a series on liquidity, drop liquidity in the comments, and yeah, I'll do a whole series on liquidity as well. So guys, look, we're pumped for this. Okay, I know there's a bit of an echo, but you guys have to bear with me with this echo thing right now. What is the most probable place that price can get to now it's taken out this, you know, retail support or resistance, wherever it is? The triple highs. Why would they be doing all of this? Why would they be doing all of this right here? There's no reason. There's no reason for them to come back up into here and then be suffering and drop price down. There's no reason. You've seen the accumulation of more orders at the 1 hour order block. You've seen them push through this whole retail, you know, support or resistance. And now look, the money's on the top side. You trade towards the money. Trade towards the money. And so this is what we're doing. We're trading towards the money. So this move was roughly about 760 pips. This is going to be another 700 pip move. What they're reaching for, you know, that could potentially reverse price. I'm not saying price is going to reverse here, but what can potentially reverse price is the 4 hour order block right here. This. And so in other words, they will get to the triple highs, and where's all the stop losses? In this area here, there's a liquidity pool. There's a liquidity pool right here. And so they should trade beyond it. They should trade through this, beyond it, and take all the stop losses. And so this is why the highest probable areas, I would say, the two areas are the triple highs and the order block. Right here, the 4 hour order block. So this is going to be a blessed move. Ultimately, I want to see gold rise. There's equal highs over here that needs to be taken. So if I just go to, where do I go? Here, line chart, you can see equal highs. I just put my little cursor there. These are equal highs. There's money up here. Yeah, ultimately, I won't go to, you know, beat 2,075. I want it to get to 3,000. I want it to go beyond that as well. For the initial play, I want it to run out liquidity, see how it responds to the 4 hour order block, and then take it from there. This is my analysis on gold. Let me just turn that back to the candles. There we go. And this is what we're looking at right now. Hopefully by the end of the week, we should be trading somewhere up here. So this is my analysis on gold. This is what I'm looking at right now. And then, for example, if price does start reversing from here and starts, you know, violating the last down close candles, then I'm going to be looking to target these lows again. Because technically, this is kind of like triple lows right here. Technically. That's my analysis on gold. This is where I want it to go in the short term. Guys, if you're vibing with this video, definitely subscribe to the channel. This channel is helping people trade towards the money. That's all I do. I help people trade towards the money. And that's it. Let's try and get 400 likes on this video. I'm going to be coming with even more heat from now. You guys are going to be getting so much value. Okay, so yeah, keep on coming back. Thank you for all the support that you guys have given me. We're so close to 20,000 subscribers. We might as well just claim it now. It now. But anyway, Liquidity Gang, thank you guys for being part of the family. Thank you guys for being part of the Liquidity Gang. You guys, I really do appreciate you guys coming back every single time I drop a video. But anyway, family, have a blessed day and peace.